Okay, people, bong kakat football. Okay, and today we're gonna take a look at one of the most biggest ever footballing game in the world, and it's not FIFA. Okay, it's Football Manager. This is the one. It's practically crack cocaine, bro. Football Manager. And I've been playing this game since when it was called Championship Manager back in the 90s. Alright, when it didn't even have a match engine. So football English Premier League is about to start. I think this Friday, first match, Community Shield already done. And usually Football Manager. I'll show you, right? If you look at FM24, which was the last one, it was released November 6, 2023. So that's about maybe 3 months away. Like traditionally, they always release around November. You know, if you see here 2020 October, that's the earliest, which is before halfway of the English season, right? Okay. And however, there hasn't been any updates, okay? There hasn't really been any updates the past maybe 2 months. Last update was 27th June. And of course, they announced that they are moving to the Unity engine. I don't know what engine they use now. I think it's the Sensible Soccer engine, which is like an old football game. That's why it looks wonky, but it works. It works because all the movement of the ball kind of simulates what you look at in real life. However, the graphics are limited. Okay, it looks like graphics from the 90s. Okay, it's just no texture having stick figure kind of, However, the movement of the ball, the movement of the match, how the ball moves, they kind of nailed it up until FM24, right? So they're moving to Unity engine, which is kind of good news, but it also kind of could get you nervous, right? I don't care about the UI or whatever. I think they did show some, we don't care about UI, we only care about match engine. Okay, the UI, just don't change it, to be honest. It's already I. Now, let's go dive into Unity engine. Unity engine is mostly used by mostly indie games, and you can see some of the big games here, Pokemon Go, City Skylines, Among Us. So we're going to look at some of these games, and because they haven't zero teaser of the match engine, we have no idea what the match engine is going to look like. So maybe we'll look at a few games and we'll kind of get an idea of the potential of the match engine of M25, okay? This is one of the games. It's called Engine Evolution 2021. You can see Unity kind of fits into, for some reason, a lot of indie games like to use Unity engine, and you can see why. The graphics are not bad at all, right? The potential of the graphics is not bad. I'm looking at this and I see a lot of potential here, and this is a game from 2021. And this is City Skylines 2. I do play this game, okay? And the graphics are not wow, but it's good enough for the modern era. City Skylines 2 has decent graphics. Looks good, doesn't it? So you can see the potential, the max potential of what the Football Manager 25 match engine could look like, And also there's Fall Guys, which was also made with Unity. And yeah, this, you can see here, Fall Guys has a lot of movement. You can see the movement. You can kind of see, yeah. However, are there any football games? And I was scrolling through this list and there is a game actually. I tried Googling, YouTubing once, and you saw just some random games that look really bad. So I don't want to do an injustice to the Football Manager potential match engine. So apparently they do have a manager game made with Unity. It's called Soccer Manager. Okay, it's free to play, and I'm not sure. Let me just check this game out. Right, Soccer Manager. So it's on Steam, and yeah, you can play it on the PC. So right off the bat, you can actually see what a football match could look like. Okay, and let's take a look. All right, so before we get to the match engine, let's kind of digest this. This layout is annoying to me. It's way too vibrant and it's too stimulating, bro. This is more for smartphones. It's way too stimulating. The reason why I like Football Manager, it actually looks like an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, it looks very boring, very dull. That's fine. It's a management game. We're fine with that. This is too stimulating. I don't need the layout to be stimulating. I just want the the match engine itself to be stimulating, okay? And here you can see that they have like a 2D in Soccer Manager, right? They have like a 2D, they can fast forward, kind of like Football Manager. You can have fast forward to the 2D engine, and then when there's a highlights, they'll get into the 3D engine. And I'm looking at here, you know what? In terms of graphics, I can see the potential for it to be way better than FM24 and before in terms of graphics. Of course, this particular game, the textures are quite light. It's quite light on the texture, so it doesn't look as good. In terms of the movement, I can see that there's a potential for more realistic movement in the players, right? Okay. Now, the only thing that worries me watching this, and I've watched also a lot of other random videos about people trying to, develop a soccer or football game with Unity, is the ball. When you look at the ball's movement, I don't know, it's a bit weird. It looks a bit too static, right? The ball's movement is slightly off, even compared to Football Manager 24. In terms of graphics, I'm looking at this and it looks a bit funny, but you see the ball, it looks a bit static, feel like it's stuck on the ground, okay? But this is the best I've seen in terms of match engine of football. However, in terms of graphics, you can see from all these other games, right? Like City Skylines 2, Engine Evolution, that the graphics has a lot of potential. Okay, definitely way, way better than the Sensible Soccer engine, right? I'm only worried about the movement. You have to watch a full match to and compare it with real life, if I'm being honest. But in terms of, players, the way they look, whatever, it kind of looks okay. It kind of looks good. Like, this is a game from 2022, 2 years ago, right? I'm saying the potential is there for it to be amazing for FM. But my only worry is the movement of the ball. Like, the movement of the player kind of looks good, I think. Players, kind of looks good. But sometimes it's a bit off. And when you see this close up, the players look goofy as hell. But this is a game from 2 years ago, to be honest. Just look at the movement of the ball and the play. Like, the ball kind of moves a bit static. I don't know. What do you guys think? And also the players doing that kind of weird spin. That's a bit FM24. Like, the movement of the players in relation to the ball is still a bit, I don't know. However, this is a game from 2 years ago. It's probably from a smaller developer. And maybe, FM25 can improve upon something like this. But looking at this, I can see that there is a potential for the graphics to look really good. But the main thing is the movement of the ball, the movement of the players, the match itself. The match itself is something that I can't see yet right now, okay? Unless I actually play this game. Maybe I should one day, And this is basically what an FM25 MASH engine could look like, might look like. Maybe it will look better. It should look better. They are a bigger developer than Soccer Manager, bro. Nobody knows SM22, FM is worldwide, bro. It's like everybody plays. Even your moms and your pops, your sister, your brothers, they're all hooked on it. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's mostly middle-aged men. That are addicted to FM. But it's exciting. Exciting times for players of FM. It is what it is. I can't wait. I'm still playing FM24. It's still good enough for me. The match engine and all that. Like, I hope FM25 just doesn't disrupt the experience, okay? And I don't know when it's going to come out. There's no updates. Hopefully it's November, but I hope they don't rush it either. I'm pretty sure people can wait. They could even release FM24 DLC or something if people, just are impatient. But you need time. You need time. You can see like City Skylines had like a rocky release. So it's better to take your time to release a good game rather than release like an unfinished game. Okay? That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Peace.